for some viewers. Alright. So somebody's watching, guys. This is my first, or guy, whoever it is, girl, whatever. So, this is my first live stream, so, live stream, so hopefully it all turns out. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for some more viewers, and then we'll start getting ready for, what's going on. Alright, so I got this new bag from Cabela's, actually, and, let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay, so I got this new bag from Cabela's, and basically, it's actually a fishing box, and in the back, let me show you this real quick, if I can find it. Where's the pad at, Will? Did you? Okay. So in the very front pouch, basically, there's this pad where you can, like, basically, I guess it's for flies and stuff. But it's just I mean, it may not be for fishing, but it has like a waist clip and all that. So I'm pretty sure that it is. So we're gonna use it, and we've also got this small little box, and I may actually use a different box, just depends, but I'm gonna be putting some bass lures. I'm just trying to kind of carry small compared to this. This is my big tackle box, as you can see, which is not too big, but I don't want to be carrying it all around, so I'm gonna get out some of the stuff that I'm gonna need for that, and then we will move on. Make sure everything's still set up and everything. Alright, so then this is my normal box that I carry. It's got all my bass stuff. But, you're going to be using some different stuff. I don't know if that'll even fit. No, I don't think that one will even fit. So we'll have to use that box. Alright, well, I've got all my soft plastics down there, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some stuff into this box. What I'll need. Alright, so I'm gonna be putting some offset hooks. I got some of these 3/0, I believe is what they are. And then I've also got some different ones in there too, mixed in, but they're all relatively all 3/0. That should be good. And then I'm gonna put some bullet weights also. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet weights I'm gonna go ahead and drop into. Let's see, hard baits. I'm gonna go ahead and put a chatterbait. Got a black and blue chatterbait, so we'll put that in there too. These actually, there we go. It's easier. Okay, so I got a chatterbait, and then I'm gonna put a jig. I've got this Strike King 3/4 ounce jig and pig. I got this little crawfish style bait. I don't use this much because the pond we go doesn't really have crawfish, but when we go to a river or a lake, I use it, so I'll put that in there just for right now. And then I'll also put a couple of these trailers in there for it. Okay, this one, some of them actually have a little rattle. I don't know if you can hear that, probably not, but we're gonna go ahead and set it here. So that's good on hooks and stuff. Let me get some of my crankbait. So I'm gonna put this little. I love this thing right here. I used to use this all the time, but it's a Rebel, but it's basically just a little tiny jerkbait. I believe it's yeah, it is a floating one. So right now, or even earlier morning, when they're still biting on topwaters, I may throw this, but I'll go ahead and take this out. So we're also gonna be putting some. I'm gonna put some soft plastics in that bag too, and then we're gonna put my little what do you call it, panfish box, and then my little catfish box that I have. But for crankbaits, I'm gonna put. Let's see here. Go with this one. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go with that one. What happened to all my oh, here it is. Okay, so I had a lipless crankbait that I been wanting to use. This one I actually got in my mystery tackle box. This one right here. But we're gonna go ahead and put that one in there, and that should be pretty good, I think. Maybe a few more things. So there's that, and then I'm not gonna do any topwaters. We're getting there about 8:30, which is still pretty early, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But that should be pretty much all I need. That's pretty much all I use is worms and lizards. I use lizards like this right here. A lot of times I will like that, and then let me get these out. I'm gonna put these in here too. I forgot about these. These are some basically micro jigs. They're little tiny little jigs, if you can see that, but they're really, really small. And I also got those in my mystery tackle box too, but I'll go ahead and put those in there. And there's my little box right there. That's pretty much all I'm going to need, minus the soft plastics. So I'll set that off to the side and then show you the soft plastics I'm going to put in there, and then we will actually rig up because I haven't rigged up yet. So for worms, I'm going to bring these right here. They are these little Strike or Catchco Pro Series worms that I also got in my Mr. Tackle box. Again, Mr. Tackle box is awesome. But these worked killer last time I went. I caught plenty of bass on these. So, and I've actually only got about 4 left. 3 actually. So hopefully we can catch some on those. So I carry those. I'm going to carry these 2. Again, Mr. Tackle box. These are just sort of like a little worm with a curl on the bottom of the tail. Just simple. But it works. So they should be. Last time I went to this pond, they were still on beds, and I actually caught one on a bed. It was the male, and then I kept on trying to catch the female, but it wasn't never. I could never catch it. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Let me look at my. I keep this little bin of soft plastics in my tackle bag, I guess is what you call it. But that's what I use. I don't actually have an ultralight. What I have is this cane pole. This is actually, I'm just going to show you. So that's where it starts, and that's where it ends. It's about 4 foot long. Like I'm holding it in my hands right now. No, not even 4 foot, probably 3 foot. But this is actually 10 foot. So I'm not going to be using any like. So what I would usually use is a small jig head and one of these triple ripples from Press Pro Shops, which is killer. You can catch tons of bluegill, crappie. I caught bass on it. It's just the bomb. And this is my only pack, so I gotta make this last. And I actually bought some more. They're just the curl tails, but then I've got in my little box I've got some hooks, and then a rooster tail, some of those more jig heads, and then check this out. I want you guys to see this. I actually found this at Walmart. And it's by some off-brand, but it was like $1. And I was like, I need to try this. It's basically this little. Look at that crankbait. Look at that. That is crazy small. One tiny little treble hook. And that is just like the ultimate like minnow imitation. When I get a new ultralight, if you haven't watched my last fishing video, I think it's called what is it? Multi-species fishing weekend. I actually broke my ultralight, and so it's like this long now, so it's not really usable anymore. But we're gonna get a new one here soon, so that should be coming. So let's continue with the soft plastics. I have some Senkos. So I have these bruiser baits, which I also got in my mystery tackle box. And then I've got some green pumpkin Senkos. And then these have a red flake in them. So I'm just going to bring those. To me it doesn't matter, but I'm going to bring 3. I may just find one more. Let's see, yeah, we'll bring some of these. So I got some baby brush hogs that I'll bring too. That's a pretty full pack. So that's 4 different soft plastics to use. I've got my hooks. I got my what do you call it? Bluegill box, and I got my catfish box. I actually don't have many catfish things, but I do have some pretty large circle hooks, so those should work. And then I got some good weights. So that should be good for that. So let's go ahead and start putting this stuff into my bag. Whoops. So here we go. I'm gonna put my catfish and my bluegill box in the front pocket right here. So I'm just gonna. There's a little pouch that you can put this in. So we'll just go like that. So that's what that looks like. And then just close it down. Nothing too fancy. And then I'm gonna put some of my more my pliers, my what do you call it? My pliers, my scale, all of that in my stringer I don't think we're gonna need it, but I'm gonna put in there in the middle, and then I'll put my box in the back and also the soft plastics. So here's the back pocket. So we'll go ahead, put this in, and then I'm gonna put all these soft plastics in here. Should fit in there pretty easy. And then that. So there's that. So there you go, there's that. And if you don't watch this video when it's live, which is right now, it should be up for, I think, 4 hours after something. Like I said, this is my first live stream, so I'm new to all this. But yeah, so we're gonna, now I'm actually going to rig up my actual poles. I've already got my catfish pole set up from last time. So I'll just show you it real quick. This is my Shimano 4000 Spyrex 4000 FE. So there's that, and then I've got a Berkeley Cherrywood HD from Walmart. I think this is a 7-foot rod, medium heavy. And as for rig goes, I've got a split or a bullet weight, and then like an egg sinker, 2 beads, and then a swivel, and then I've got about say a foot of leader line to my 5/0 circle hook. There's some decent catfish. If you watch any of my recent videos, you'll know that there's some decent catfish in this pond. So there's my catfish pole. I'm just gonna set that off to the side, and also my bait caster is set up. I'm going to be trying this first. See if they hit a moving bait. This is my Lose Mach 1 speed spool. Lord, I need some new line. I'll just show you this spinner real quick. If I can get it out of the... Okay, so I basically got a War Eagle. I think this is a War Eagle. I don't know. My buddy had it, but... There's that, and we're gonna try that. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try something different. Okay. I do want to try some moving baits, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually see. No, I use some different line. I'm gonna cut off a length of this for my cane pole. So I'm gonna do about 5 foot. For my cane pole, so I go open my... So I'm gonna go off the tie and drop it in. I'm gonna go with about that. Okay, so I'm gonna set that somewhere where I can keep it, and then we'll rig up with this. Okay, let's see here. Debating what to use. I wish I had some swim baits. Let me see if I have any flukes. You know, I have this frog. Frog. Huh. I don't know. There's a new jerk bait. I forgot about that.
So, less food today.
Let's go with... I'm gonna go with one of these cheap, lipless crankbaits.
Okay, well.
Sorry for all the background noise, but... So I go...
I'll read out to you. Hold on a minute, okay?
I'm gonna go with a more bluegill imitation, so let's go with that right there. That should catch them. If it even holds up, that would be the question. Speaking of which, what am I gonna use? I got a red-eye shad in a crawfish sort of color. I don't know. Yo, hush. There's somebody here. Hush. So I'm just gonna try to talk over this. I think I will try this in the morning. Actually, know that I'm gonna go ahead and put a worm on. I think I'm gonna stick with what I know is gonna work. Hush. So I got one of these. I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I've got these little football head jigs, and I've used these before tons of times. So we're gonna try this real quick. We're gonna start with this at least. So what I did last time I used these, and I caught like probably 30 bass within a couple hours. With friends, of course, not just me. I don't think that would happen. But I've got that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this on. Got some rust on the head, but none on the hook. So I'm gonna. Actually, I went kayaking, and I got this box a little wet, so that's the reason. But I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I should do this real quick for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how to tie a Palomar knot. Come on. All right. So if you don't know, and one of my older videos actually showed this. It was kind of dumb, but I showed it. So most people, they put it in and then feed it back through. What I do is actually just kind of fold the line. So you're making a little loop. I mean, you're going to stick the loop through the hole, the eyelet. And then what you got is you have a loop or two ends with a tag end. And then you've got a loop on this end. So you're basically just going to tie an overhand knot. And then with the loop, you're going to take it and put it over the entire bait. So just go straight over the entire bait. So you're basically putting it back onto itself. And then I always wet the line and then just pull it tight. And sometimes you'll get another loop. If you pull the tag in, then that loop will come out. So I just went ahead and cut that with my teeth. That's the best way to do it. Alright, so I've got some black ones. These are actually black. The black one is actually a Cinco. This is by some other company. It's called Edge Lures, and this is basically it's basically a short Cinco. It's like 4.5 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and use it. So basically, I thread this on there the way I would like a trailer for a jig, which this is a jig, but you're just gonna thread it on like you would a normal, like a live worm, and then come out, and then I go up, and that's my presentation. It's actually similar to a Ned rig, just a little bit bigger, and with I'm just dragging it along the bottom. And if I see a bed, obviously I'll flip in this bed and drag it over their bed, and 80% of the time they're gonna hit it. So that's that. So we got two things set up. That's the only thing I hate. Literally the only thing I don't like about this rod is the hook keeper is right down here. It's not, and of course you can do it on your reel, but I don't like doing that. I like to have a designated hook keeper, which so far it's not bothering me, but I would much rather have to prefer have it somewhere right here. Alright, so those two are done. So now all we have left is my cane pole. So this is really, really long. So I'm literally just gonna, yeah, there you go, I got the tip. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I know this is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna tie a gigantic Palomar knot. Because I don't want to, actually no, I'm gonna tie, I'm going to tie an improved clinch knot. Basically, an improved clinch is really, really simple. Daisy, all you're going to do is, well, I can't really show this. Just look up improved clinch on YouTube. It's again, really easy, but... Let me see if I can do this. It's not hard. Well, that didn't work. Try this again. So I think I'm just gonna.
I have enough in that bag. For the 40. Yeah, the 40 that I can.
I'm gonna keep trying to do this. I know I can do it.
Alright, I am ready to go. Is that going to be too hot? No.
There we go. Alright, so that was a little bit better.
Alright, give him a sugar. He didn't even give him a Gatorade. Yeah, he did. I think he did. No, unless he got a hot one. He had one in his tank. Will. Alright,
I'm gonna try this one more time.
how many's in there now? Now there's two, and there's one here. Well, he got a hot one. I guess. I don't know. No, because there's only 3 missing out. Oh, well, he did have one in his hand. Okay.
Oh, that's hard. There we go. That's tight. And as long as I'm just catching bluegill, I should be good. Okay. So I'm gonna put that back in and put the cap on. Bye. Alright. So now I'm gonna actually put on one of those little jig heads. I'm gonna put. Last time I did this, I put just little pieces of hot dog, little chunks, I guess you would say, and it worked pretty good. These bluegill are pretty good, and then I just hold it and wait for them to bite. So we're gonna tie another Palmer knot with this one. These 12-pound line actually, it seems so small. Okay, so same thing. Don't want to waste too much line. Maybe that was gonna happen. These cheap jig heads, the eyelets, like they aren't punched out. They got paint in them. So you always have to take like a hook point and push them out yourself. That ain't working. You gotta like deke it out too, is the bad thing. It's the only thing I don't like. Cheap stuff is awesome because you can buy it in bulk, but quality or quantity. And the cane pole is a HT. I don't know what HT is. Anybody know what HT is? But it's a 10-foot, like I say, 10-foot, 3 sections with 12-inch neon. It's called the Fish Hunter. Okay. Go ahead and tie this. Again, just wide it and pull it tight. Easy, easy. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is this is actually pretty long. So I'm going to wrap it around and then put it on the hook holder on this cane pole. So I'm going to try to do this without hooking anything. This is going to make it easier for travel and everything. And I'm just wrapping it so it shouldn't get tangled or anything. Then I'll wait till I have enough length to come right there. One more time. And then we'll put it on the hook holder right there. So that should be good enough. Pretty good. Okay, so there's that. Let's see if I can show that. That should be good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, I think. I'll just have to be kind of careful with that sticking out, but that's pretty much all my prep. I'm pretty much done with all that. If you guys don't know, I posted a video a while back, but I'm gaining subscribers fairly well. So I've got like 56 subscribers right now. So when I get 100 subscribers, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. A pretty decent giveaway. So you guys want to be involved, you know, you know, what do you call it? I don't know how to say this. If you guys want to be involved in it, just subscribe, basically. Tell your friends. Once I hit 100, and if you don't know, I mean, I've tried to win giveaways and all this on bigger YouTuber channels, even like 1,000 giveaways, 1,000 subscriber giveaway. 100 subscribers is not much, so you may have a pretty good chance to win. I mean, come on. It's a win-win situation. All you gotta do is click one button, and you could win, you know, a bunch of fish and stuff. So got my catfish pole, my bait caster, and my cane pole. So I got 3 species there that are gonna be good to catch. The cane pole may catch crappie. The crappie at this place are weird. You just never know when you're gonna catch them. I've been one day and we've caught like 20 on one day using triple ripples. This right here. That's why it says crappie max, because they do work. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Try them out. The reason I only have 1 pack of these is because there's no Bass Pro Shops around us. The only Bass Pro Shop is in like it's about like a 3-hour drive away. Pretty much. I live in basically right on the Alabama Tennessee line. And so, we've got a Cabela's. That's about it in Huntsville. Where I'm going tomorrow is in Hazel Green, Alabama, which is, again, right below the line. And there's a pond. It's actually my pastor's pond. But, I love this little bag that I got. It's awesome. And it's not big. It's just right there. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot. I need to put my scale and that sort of thing in it. Which I just remembered something. I think my buddy has my pliers, so that's gonna be an issue. But yeah, so I'll just put my scale in there at least. I'm gonna put it. I guess I'll put it in the middle, where I said I was gonna put it. And then I'll also put have my scissors. I always carry some scissors because scissors make life easier when you're trying to cut line. So I just got some cheap scissors. Obviously you can use your teeth, but eventually you don't want to use your teeth all the time because you can like break your teeth. Break your teeth? Yeah, I mean you can chip them. But I think that's gonna be it. my friend who's coming with us, his name is Harley, but he should have some pliers and stuff. But I'm also for bait for catfish. We're gonna be using hot dogs. That's what you use all the time at this pond, and it's just the easiest way to. I mean, not easiest, but it's just the uh, quickest and cheapest way to catch catfish. Because hot dogs you can get a pack at some places for like 70 cents, even $1, pretty much. But yeah, so I got my I got my 3 rods, I got my tackle box, and then I'll bring my. I don't know if you guys know this, but I film on my camera, I film on my phone actually. That's the way I've always filmed, unless it's my little GoPro, which is right here. Show you this thing. This thing is actually pretty sweet. Basically it's this little. So it's basically a knockoff version of a GoPro. It's called the JVC Addiction with a bunch of X's, but it's got pretty much the same quality as GoPro, and doesn't need the case to be waterproof. It's already waterproof. Obviously the screen on there, it also has that screen. But I've had some issues with this in the past, so hopefully, if I really do start growing, then I'll be able to get a GoPro eventually to video, like hunting videos. And actually, next year, if I don't have a GoPro, you can, basically what I've done is I buy all the GoPro mounts, but there's like a GoPro to, or no, like a normal, that right there, to a GoPro, like the J clamp, whatever, for a GoPro. So I use that, and you can get any of the GoPro mounts. So there's a sportsman mount, which mounts on your gun, your fish pole, anything like that. So I'm probably going to be using that. But yeah, sorry for no turkey hunting videos. I don't know if I'll get to go again. It just all depends. But yeah, so I've got everything pretty much ready. I'm gonna be we're gonna be getting there, like I said, about 8:30, and then we're going to fish. We're probably gonna fish for bass first. This pond is probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 acre pond. So we're gonna fish. We're gonna walk around it probably once or twice. Just depends on the bass we're biting. And then once we get done with that, what I'll probably do is have my catfish pole on one side and be just fishing with my cane pole on the other. That's pretty much what we usually do. I mean, if the bass aren't biting, what's the sense in trying to catch them when you can catch catfish? It's just easier. But catfish, I caught some pretty big ones. There's some pretty. The biggest one he's ever caught over there, I think, was about 20 pounds. His grandson actually caught like a 14-pound one. I've caught an 8-pound, which is not too terribly big, but still big for me, because I'm not like a professional catfisherman or fisherman in general, so that's pretty big. But the biggest bass, he caught like a 8-pounder. In fact, that was just last week, something like that. He's got some decent bass, and like he's put decent bass in there from like a river. He caught them and then put them in the pond, which is what he kind of does. And that's actually how the crappie got in there, is some dude actually just put crappie in his pond, not even asking him. I guess he thought he was doing a good deed, but he wasn't, because they overpopulate everything. But go ahead and put some of this stuff back. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys, if you like these, I know there's not many viewers right now, which I expected that, but if you like this type of live stream like this, I could do them like on a certain day, if it's like Thursday night or Friday nights, maybe, when 7 o'clock, something like that. Just let me know. I mean, I'm open to do anything, because with school starting to begin to end, I should be more free during the summer to just do videos every day. And I will be getting, here's a little update on my car. I will be getting my truck the end of June. So 1st of July, basically. And that's when I can start doing work to it. I'm gonna be doing a couple things to it. So when I get it, I'm actually gonna make kind of a overview video of my car first, like a what do you call it, review, I guess, and then I'm gonna be showing you things that I'm going to do to it in the future. And most of the things I can do on my own. Some of the things I'm gonna try to figure out what's the best option. For instance, painting it, the clear coat is really messed up on it. I'm debating. There's three things that I could do. There's actually a couple things that I could do. Is I could either repair the clear coat and keep it the color it is now, or I can get a new paint job, which I gotta figure out how much money that's going to cost. Because obviously I'm 15, I can't get a real. I mean, I can get some side jobs and stuff, but I can't get an actual weekly paying job to help pay for that. But then I can do that, or I can plasti dip it, which plasti dipping is going to be pretty cheap. I've figured it up. It's probably going to cost me about $150 to do the color that I want, which is pretty good. Then last will be vinyl wrapping it. I don't know if that's going to be a real option or not. That's just kind of an option that I've seen. I don't know that I'll do that because it's just kind of a sketchy situation with that, because you can mess it up, you can tear it, you can stretch it. And I've never done it, and then there's no places around here that do it. So that probably isn't going to be an option, but it could be. It just depends. All depends. Yeah. So I'm ready to go fishing. That video should be up tomorrow evening. Just depends on when I get time to edit it. But then that would be pretty much it. So yeah. Like I said, just comment if you guys like this style of video. It's actually, how long is it? 40 minutes. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't realize I could talk for that long. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, whoever did. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I don't really know how to maneuver all this stuff. But I think I should be able to figure out. Next time it may be a little bit better, like I said. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed this. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning fishing. So yeah, I'm going to figure out how to stop this now.